Happy Tuesday. Hi, Steve. Uh, looks like it's you and me for now. Um, so today, I think let's talk a little bit about this transmission of energy, uh, which I think is part of the satsang process. Um, okay. Um, um, so transcendental light. So even if we just consider light among, so many metaphors for the divine, light is the most universal, the most powerful, and the most direct. Light dispels darkness, reveals the truth. Light is the original symbol of God across religions. Um, and if we consider the sun 93 million miles away, powers all the life on earth. So when we meditate on transcendental light, we are talking about, uh, you know, this source of energy uh, beyond what we can fathom, aligning the consciousness with the fundamental energy of universe. And this alignment itself creates higher consciousness, out of body expansiveness, a sense of being vast, ancient, and limitless, instant relief from the worldly heaviness, the state of empowerment, um, and inner radiance, which eventually becomes uh, outward radiance as well. So when we connect to the cosmic energy, we feel complete. And when we disconnect, we feel, you know, that there's something missing. Um, so, in terms of this connection, there is this Sufi concept, which I have been reading about in Guru Maharaj's books a lot lately. It's called Tawazh. Tawazh is, in a way, um, I would say it's a combination of multiple um, concepts or words. So if we think of Tawazze as attention, very serious, laser focused attention, so that would be one core part of Tawazze. Um, but then it could also be like orientation, which orientation toward the source. So just as a solar reflector, the solar panel is aligned to the sun to receive energy, inner awareness must be oriented to the source of this transcendental energy to receive it. This inner orientation is what Sufi influenced term Tawazze points to. It's not just attention or orientation, it's this that subtle connection, like the sun and the reflector in the solar panel. Um, and interestingly, most of the time, our attention flows outwards towards thoughts, emotions, worries, memories, future plans, and so on and so forth. So, what we do in satsang or in our meditation is that we uh, move our attention, orientation, connection, instead of flowing towards the thoughts, emotions, worries, memories, and plans, we move it to this source of energy. And so another inbuilt piece in here is that a realized guru or an advanced practitioner who established in this state, who has already mastered this orientation, through their presence, awareness is turned naturally towards that source of energy. So it's, again, it's not a wired connection, it's a subtle connection, like the sunlight, um, falling on the solar panel. So effortless. Now then comes the receiving part. So once orientation, attention, connection is established, then the receiving of this energy starts. So, and again, it's not about doing something. So after the connection, orientation, and so for the meditator, the effort that is required, if at all, is to move the attention towards the source, establish the connection, have this orientation towards the source. All that is done, then there's nothing more to do. So it's like, I like to think about, the water flows from the higher ground to the lower ground. So similarly, once the connection is established, the energy flows from the higher, the higher reservoir to the lower one, which, so that's the key here. But another thing that I have seen documented, but it's a bit difficult to understand. In a lot of meditations, it's like one person's effort. Tawazh is not unidirectional, it flows both ways. So the seeker's attention inwards and Guru's compassion outwards towards the seeker. Where these two meet, the transmission happens. So this is why Satsang is described not as a method, but as a living connection with the transcendental energy. And here, meditation becomes less about doing, more about observing or making this connection work in terms of receiving this energy. And then there is, I think, Hindu concept of, so that Tawaz is a Sufi concept, and then there is a Hindu concept of Suriti ki Dhar, which is the continuity of awareness. So establishing a connection with the transcendental energy is a great beginning, but then how do we keep the continuity? So a momentary experience of peace, light, or expansion is transformative. Hold on 1 second. So the second part is the continuous stream of awareness, Suriti ki Dhar. So it's not a new effort. It just, once the connection is established, figuring out how do you keep that connection even while you are doing other things. So Tawazh is more during the meditation. Suriti ki Dhar could actually be connected even beyond the meditation throughout the day. And that, I think, is another key factor here. So if we want, and my father used to talk about chintan or remembrance. So when you, kind of remember how you were connected to the source, that remembrance would, keep this connectivity and the flow of energy intact even beyond your core meditation. So, Suriti ki Dhar is what allows inner connection to persist beyond formal meditation, remain present during other activities, soften reactions and emotional turbulence because you're, being at a higher ground. And it also creates almost like an undercurrent of stability. And this is where I think your practice becomes deeper, matures naturally through, uh, repeated meditation, but then, through this process, you take it beyond that. So this continuity is supported in so many ways. One is regular exposure to satsang or group sessions, sitting repeatedly in the field of energy stabilizes the awareness. Guru supported orientation, Guru's steady attention acts as a reference point, preventing, distractions. Non-interference. The more you stop interfering with the experience, the more continuity establishes itself. So this continuity of connection, makes awareness remain present even without deliberate meditation. Inner peace appears without effort. Reactions take a back seat, and a sense of inner companionship develops. That would be interesting. So it's like almost like I'm not meditating, yet meditation has not left me. So satsang at this point moves from practice into way of being. So this continuity is has a role of the guru here, because guru's tawazh helps nourish the surati ki dhar. So when attention flows towards the source responds. So when awareness remains open, support becomes present. So this, two-way street, I think is key here, which is one of the other differentiations compared to other methods of meditation. some of these concepts, like, you have to experience rather than explain, or, it's hard to understand until unless you experience. So, anyway, let's get into it. Discuss more later. So, eyes lightly closed, relaxed posture, and think of this source of transcendental energy right here, right now. Feel the presence. And this transcendental energy in form of light is entering our heart, distributing throughout the body, and we're becoming one with this light. We're getting completely and totally immersed in this light. So eyes lightly closed, still and relaxed posture. Think of this transcendental energy right here, right now, and in form of light. It's entering in our heart and distributing throughout our body, and we are getting completely and totally immersed in it. Mind wanders away, bring it back to this thought and this thought alone. That this transcendental energy in form of light is entering our heart, distributing throughout our body, and we're becoming one with this light. We'll start with music. Music fades away. We go deep into silent meditation, and then we transition out with music again. Let's start now. So happy Tuesday. Good that we are here in Satsang. So, anything before we wrap up? Good to see you, Steve, Rajat, Tunkar, Renu.
Namaskar, Bhaiya. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night. Take care. So,
नाम भैया
namaskar. The love, light, and peace be with you. So, hopefully, see you all very soon. Have a good night.
गुड नाइट
Thank you.
नाम भैया
Thank you, Steve. Namaskar, Renu.